clap. Welcome back to Pirate Adventures. Where we last left off, our dear crew, our dear pirates, managed to succeed in defeating the hags, though one got away, disappearing into the night, completely invisible, stealthing. But where is she, is the question. Is she still in the hut, or has she left? Nobody's quite sure yet. We also left with Umbra seemingly turning from death itself. What would everyone like to do?
I want to search upstairs.
Bjorn,
Yeah. Bjorn, what happened to your,
Bjorn's gonna run out.
what happened to your, that?
He's gonna roar and run out in search of the hag.
Well, I guess we're going upstairs then. He's still gonna have he's still gonna have his weapon drawn and still, until they're
We were
out.
already upstairs, aren't we? Because Bjorn ran upstairs.
Oh, we haven't
before.
searched upstairs.
Oh no, we haven't searched. Yeah.
So,
Bjorn ran upstairs, saw nothing of how the hag might have escaped, and basically was enraged.
So, yeah, I'll go up there with my badger. Somehow survived this confrontation. I don't think
Maybe nobody saw the badger as a threat.
maybe, you know, the lightning just whooshed past him. I don't think Gruzeel or the badger would stop searching. At least, making sure they basically don't drop their guard. Essentially, they're always still going to keep their guard up.
Is the door shut? Did we shut?
I don't think
the door?
we didn't shut the door. No.
Can we?
Oh,
Shut the door?
you did actually. Elizora shut the door.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Okay.
Elizora shut the door afterwards, basically saying, well, she's either in here or she's out there.
Sounds about right.
But there's still a massive hole in the wall, so I don't know how that really works.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Gruzeel will and the badger and whoever else is going will go upstairs and basically see what they can find.
Speaking of, just want to be clear, the badger wasn't with you when the lightning strike happened, so...
Yeah. Oh yeah, because because they still didn't get inside at that point. True.
They got in through the wall, didn't it?
I think it was the door, because it was wait until the door was open and then it got through the door, I believe.
It was either the door or the hole.
Doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant.
It's here now.
Yeah.
We're upstairs. You are looking around.
Mhm.
Could you roll? Oh, actually, I'll set the scene. As you go up the stairs to this darkened, angled ceiling, you see that there are these wooden cages, too small for anything larger than a tiny creature. They all look very regular, well carved, but simple in their making. Across from that, when you reach to the top of the stair, you see a very simple bed, a singular bed, which is odd, being that there were three of them, but there is a singular bed, not, it's hay, ragged cloth, that seemed like it was overly cared for. And at the bottom of that bed, you see like a footlocker, a chest of some kind with a small padlock on it. There is also a set of drawers by the bed. It's very dimly lit up here. You're mainly getting a lot of the light from the stairway, but there are no lights up here. Could you roll an Arcana check, please, for me, Gruzeel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in there as well.
Could you also roll an Arcana check for me, please, Elizora?
That is a 19 for Gruzeel.
16.
You sense there is a part of this ceiling near the edge where the wall is. You can sense that there is some kind of magic, and this is near the bed, just probably about 4 or 5 feet away from it, on the back wall. And Gruzeel, with your perception, you notice that something isn't quite right about that part of the wall.
Is there anything sort of small close by that I can throw at that area?
You could throw one of the wooden cages.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay, you throw it. As you're very perceptive, and I was totally aware of this the entire time, you notice when you throw it, seems like the cage goes into the wall a bit, and then it comes out.
Sort of push to Elizora. Elizora, there's some magic shit going on over here. I threw the I threw the thing. It kind
I can
of.
see. I got eyes too. You know.
I'm just making sure, in case you aren't as observant as I am.
Excuse me.
Just.
I'm older than you, boy. I have eyes. I can see just as well.
Well, I mean, you look younger than I do. Your skin is very, it's very good.
What being an elf does to you.
Ah, that makes sense. I have very rough skin, you see, because of the scales.
Yes, it's horrible. We know.
Oh, bit harsh, but okay. Dude, is there anything you can do with this magic thing?
You want me? I'm not some cheap parlor trick magician. I'm a warlock. I'll mage hand.
I mean, is that a yes or a no?
Punch it.
That was very.
I'll mage hand punch it.
Okay.
So, can Mage Hand go through objects? Solid objects?
I don't think so.
I don't think it can.
Doesn't say it can or can't. A spectral floating hand appears at the point you choose within range.
That's the question. Spectral.
I mean, it can manipulate objects, so it must not be able to pass through stuff unless you decide.
A spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range. The hand lasts for a duration. To dismiss it, the hand vanishes if it is more than 30 feet away from you. If you cast the spell again, you can use your action to control the hand. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open and unlock door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container, or the contents out of a vial. You can move the hand up to 30 feet each time you use it. The hand can't attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
I think this is a DM discretion thing.
As it's spectral, I'd say it would go through objects, but when you can no longer see it, it becomes something that it's harder to control. Makes sense to me.
Does the hand go through the
So the hand
illusionary wall?
Hand goes through the illusionary wall, and it goes seemingly a lot further before, and it kind of, because it almost goes out of your vision, it retreats back to stay within your vision.
Maybe
What's on you now to go through?
maybe I should stab it with a sword.
Be bold, man. Just go for it. You're a captain, are you not? This is, we slayed 2 hags, and now we're trying to search the 3rd. She could be behind that wall.
Alright, I'll stab it with a sword. Storm sword.
Your sword goes through what seemingly is an illusion, but it still hits a thud.
Kind
But
of.
it's not like a wall, like a stone wall. It's more like a wooden thud.
I'll have the badger pass through it.
Okay. So
I'm
the
not
badger,
going to put my head in through a thing that I don't know what it is.
Coward!
you
what you are.
hear you hear
You're
the
supposed to be a
badger.
captain. Be bold, man.
You hear the badger scraping against wood.
Well, that badger's alright, I suppose. Alright, Gruzeel will go for it. He'll
Okay,
pass
so
through the wall.
literally, this is an inch illusion. So the minute you poke your snout through, you hit what feels like now splintered wood.
Ow.
and your eyes, because of a Dragonborn, is probably still on one side of the illusion, while your face is partially on the other side of the illusion.
So I still can't see in it.
So you still can't see in it. You've just kind of nose butted
Feel for a
It's-
hand, the boy.
wooden splintering.
Could I try and feel around then, I guess?
Yeah, so if you start feeling around with your hands, you feel scraped wood, splintered wood.
I suppose I should
Then
read. I'll have the sword in one hand and feeling with the one with
Okay,
one
with
hand.
one hand.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you feel splintered wood. Then you feel like metallic hinges. And then you feel a handle. And then something that a sword and a badger is not intelligent enough to do. You pull on this seeming handle, and then suddenly it swings forward, and as you lean forward, your head is now poking outside of the hut,
So it's in.
over
Okay,
here. Oh no, not over there, sorry, wrong way. Over here.
I see nothing.
Am I not poking? Wait, am I on the wrong layer? Hold on. Can you see now?
Yes.
Over here. So by the bed, just a few feet away from it.
So it's clear that this is how they probably escaped then. I think
Assume it, with
they went this way.
with your intelligence, you can assume so, yes.
Well, I think we know how they went out. Yeah. I think they went through this way.
There's only one on the left, so she went that way.
Well, we should probably do what we need to do and leave. We've kind of got, Tim and Umbra injured. I mean, Umbra is dead and he's not dead anymore. That's a whole separate thing we'll get to in a minute. But we shouldn't stick around here more than we need to. We don't want them bringing back friends or reinforcements or the fleet.
The hag's more wilder than us. What are you playing at?
Who knows?
I'll Eldritch Blast the lock on the foot locker.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
19 plus
So while that's
6.
happening upstairs, what's Alarias and Bjorn doing? Obviously, Umbra and Tim are out at the moment.
Bjorn would have run out the house, to be honest, and started running around the wilderness looking for the hags.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my owl is also patrolling.
Yeah,
So-
I'm aware of the owl. Now I know that Bjorn's looking as well. Cool.
I'm just going to roll a d4 and see which way he heads. 1. So he goes north.
North. Okay, you came in from. So
Would he know which way north
I've got
is?
the map the wrong way round essentially. So if
Oh, okay.
up is
Yeah, you would.
west, north is that way, south is that way, east is
Okay.
down.
I just rolled a 1, so north, so left.
So that
Straight out, which makes sense.
that way.
Out of the door and in the
Yeah,
first
out the
direction
door
he
and
sees.
straight there. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
she's
cool.
most likely in this direction.
That's
So,
what
yeah,
I
I
thought.
would not
Bjorn
have
just-
heard her if she jumped down. I was standing right there,
I'm just.
so no.
I usually you would assume, but this must be one stealthy ass
She rolled in that 20, remember?
ninja hag.
I mean, they're
Bjorn
pretty.
was roaring a lot, like in anger, so it might have distracted you.
And he might have been distracted by, those two dead or dying.
Well,
Dying,
same,
dying,
like
dying
shadowy figure,
companions.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bjorn would just be dashing, essentially, the equivalent of dashing.
Okay. Bjorn, in a minute,
The equivalent of
do
dashing.
me a survival check.
You mean dashing? There is no
Yeah,
equivalent to
as
dashing.
in, we're not in combat, but
Oh, I see.
no,
Yeah,
as if we were in
Just
combat,
running
and I
around
could just
is
be
what
dashing,
I'm
saying.
basically, yeah.
You're trying to hunt her down, Tracker, right? So do a survival check for me.
I need Bjorn
Lars, what are you
survival.
doing?
He's checking out Umbra's body, making sure he's okay, kind of guarding both the bodies, Tim and Umbra.
How are you checking out Umbra's body exactly? You take
They're
off
not
the
doing anything
mask, you
funny,
checking his
no.
breathing.
Just
Don't
checking his
touch my mask.
breathing. I mean, he's checking his breathing to see he's actually alive. Because although
He's
he's
breathing.
seen this stuff, yeah.
He is
I got,
breathing.
I got a 10 for Bjorn's survival.
10 for Bjorn's survival. Yeah, you might as well be running in circles.
Okay. Let's keep going in a straight line.
Maybe Amazing. So Alarias, when you hear his breathing, it's not just like unconscious sleep breathing. There's a there's like a real groan to his inhalation.
It's not like he's struggling to breathe.
It's almost like it's pained. But you've seen unconscious people before. That's not necessarily normal unless something else is going on, but you're unsure of what.
I mean, this is after you saw the whole black shadow thing bring him into the ground.
Yeah, he's not going to be like getting too touchy-feely with him, but he's just going to make sure that he's generally okay.
Just poke him with a
There's no
stick.
wounds or anything. Yeah,
Poke him with
I
a
mean,
stick.
he's not going to start taking off his clothes or anything.
So
Yeah,
okay,
t-shirt.
cool.
No, he's just gonna, yeah.
So what was the attack roll? Sorry, Elizora.
25. Then I
25.
rolled 9 damage.
Yeah, that. Jesus Christ, the thing evaporates.
Sure. Look up in the
Wasn't that strong a lock.
Yeah, but she ain't got time for any shit.
Okay, so assumedly you open the locker and you
Yeah.
look in.
Mhm.
You find a wand.
Ooh.
Mm.
A wand.
Find a blank scroll. You find a red potion with orange, like flecks. Not flecks. That's not like orange strands, kind of dancing within it.
We've got marmalade. So we got a wand, blank scroll, marmalade, and
Marmalade.
Marmalade, yeah, marmalade. You find another glass, seemingly potion, and it's some kind of like pale, greyish liquid. What would this be? Be like an alchemist check, really.
oh, the
Wanna
grey
check
stuff is
those?
delicious. Is that it? Is that just those 1, 2, 3?
What you,
4?
what you also find is a silver ewer, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a decanter.
decanter, basically. You find a gold locket. When you look in the locket, you see a very attractive young male man. You find a small gold bracelet and a cloth of gold vestment.
Does she recognise the man?
No.
Interesting.
And as well as that, you find 60 gold.
Hey! I'll take it.
Cool. You'll take all of it. And what are we doing next?
So is
Right.
the
Yeah, that's everything.
and that's everything. That's everything upstairs.
That's
then?
That's everything in the footlocker that you found.
Alright, can I have a look through the drawers? See if I can find anything.
Okay, so first of all, what you find is just a few extra rags of clothing. It looks like more for repairing whatever they were currently wearing, not really refreshing what they're wearing.
Lovely.
And then you do find a book, maybe a diary, maybe something else. Not really sure. It's blank on the cover, so assumedly it would be something that they're using for themselves.
Can I do a quick flick through? See if I get the gist of what it is.
You do a quick flick through, and it's blank until you read something, because they mentioned it before about Elena leading to a key, and you notice one passage meant saying, "We need the key for the lock for the thing."
Okay, I'll take that book. Study that later.
And that's pretty much anything, unless you guys are gonna search anywhere else or check out.
I mean, is there anything else in this floor to check?
Apart from the cages, no, not really. You could look in the bed. I'm not sure what you might find in there,
I mean,
but you can look in the bed. You
the-
know that downstairs there's like an alchemist workshop.
There's no.
basically,
Well, that got
like
destroyed,
mentioned.
didn't it?
Part of it did,
Okay.
not all of it.
Is there space under the bed?
Yeah. So it's on like a wooden fixtures.
I'll have a look under the bed. See if there's anything under the bed.
Roll perception with disadvantage.
Interesting. 15. Oh, 15 and a 14. And that is a 18 perception.
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you. There's nothing under the bed.
God damn it.
You look and you look and you look, and it's just dust.
And
Basically.
I assume these cages that I'm finding are similar to the ones stuck in Bjorn at the moment.
Yes. Except Bjorn's looked a lot more splintered and stretched.
And Bjorn is gone. So we
Yeah.
can't even look.
And Bjorn is, fecked off somewhere,
Well, we don't know that yet, though, unfortunately.
unfortunately.
We may have to leave him. But, alright. I will go downstairs then. Let's inspect.
Elena, by the way, is still there.
Yeah, I'll try.
shivering.
I'll try and help Elena up. Let's see if I can get Elena up onto her feet.
You try to pick her up. She's not overly heavy, so you are able to lift her, but she doesn't move. So you literally pull her, and she just tips onto like her tiptoes, where her tiptoes
Mhm.
meet the floor.
Right.
And then you sort of settle her back in, realizing that she's basically frozen solid.
Right. We're gonna need some muscle for this one. Where Bjorn?
Our muscle. I believe
Bjorn!
our muscle is out running in random directions outside.
You call for Bjorn, but there is no answer. Bjorn, you hear nothing.
He's doing what?
He's,
Oh,
he's paced
Rach.
it.
No, he's a barbarian. Of course he's gone. He's looking for that hag.
Oh yeah, speaking of, your owl sees Bjorn just north. Just going north.
How far is he? Can we get to him?
At this point, he's... What's your speed, Bjorn? 30 feet?
NPC, 30.
So,
Yeah, mine's 30 as well, so I wouldn't be able to catch up to him.
at this point, you will be at 150 feet. Because you were dashing, right?
I was dashing. Yep.
Oh, no, sorry, you were dashing, so you will be at 180 feet.
Well,
I'll get to him eventually in this week.
can you get him? Can you instruct your owl to bring him back here? Somehow, I don't really know. How you?
Eventually, maybe. If you're in no rush, he'll come back.
Well, like I said,
You can't. I doubt he remember where the ship is.
well, I can't. Well, maybe between me and Slayer, we can drag Elena back. And
What about Tim?
oh yes, Tim as well.
Could just leave him there.
Or Tim?
Your choice. Yeah, it's up to you. Just saying.
No, nothing to do
Is
with
it worth searching the apothecary table to see if there's anything that looks like a health potion?
You gonna look?
Yeah, I'll investigate.
Roll. Now, it's not like it's hard to find stuff on there. I'd say roll an Arcana check to understand what is on there.
17.
17, okay. There is a health potion on there.
Nice.
Just need to remind myself.
Is there anything else on there?
What you also find is a lot of other general ingredients. What you find... Yeah, it's a common potion of healing. So 2d4 plus 2 if you're going to use it. As you're looking over there, there's loads of different ingredients, and on the far end where the book is, that has the notes of what like a bunch of stuff is, has been scorched and set on fire, so that's kind of useless at this point. But from your arcane knowledge, from your experience as a researcher, you've had to deal with potions before, different kind of drafts for certain things. There's a potion of water breathing.
Nice. Could be potion.
And there is seemingly a draft you're not familiar with, but all the ingredients remind you of something, and it reminds you of a spell. You think it could be the Hold Person spell, but it seems like whatever they were doing was putting it into some kind of potion, and seemingly this would be incredibly potent.
Whole person potion. Cool.
Well, you've got the ingredients for that. There is no glass vial with it in, but all the ingredients that seem set up in a way that's been made to use a draft. Essentially, you've got all the crazy, like, dripping and Bunsen burners and all that kind of thing going into... There's no vial there.
I have to make it then.
You would have to make it while you're there. But the ingredients are there.
If only we had an alchemist with us.
If only you had an alchemist.
Is Umbra awake, or is he?
Oh,
or is he? He's completely down.
He's passed out.
He's asleep at the moment. Speaking of, there are smelling salts and other such things on the
Let's
desk.
Umbra.
If you want to try it. Speaking of, though, the Hold Person-esque ingredients and everything, you look at like the leftover drips, the small amount of liquid, and you sort of think, you have a thought of where they might put it, and from your knowledge and experience, you look towards the cauldron and you think, hide it in the soup.
Makes sense. Should have dunked a head in it. Never mind. But that's all over the place, though, isn't it?
That's splashed all over the floor, yeah.
Yeah, because Bjorn knocked
Let's
it over.
Let's wake up Umbra.
Okay.
Hey, dummy, wake up! You're alive, ain't you? Get up, boy.
Do I wake up?
Yeah, Umbra, you'll wake up. Can you roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep.
Not a hard one, but just in case.
12.
12. Yeah, you're fine. I mean, it stinks, but you're used to stenches. You know, you're in the morgue.
Okay, so Umbra wakes up. He's like, I had a most interesting experience just now.
Yeah, you died and now you're alive. We'll talk about it later. We got I got some alchemy for you to do.
His head kind of like snaps around. Alchemy. Please lead the way.
I'll plonk him next to the table and be like, enjoy.
Umbra is going to immediately immerse himself into unraveling the mysteries of what he sees before him.
I mean, yeah, this is your shit. Like,
Yeah.
you are standing there looking at this stuff thinking, that's a nice vial, I think I'll take that home. This is great equipment. I'm going to take it all.
Nice.
The ingredients seemingly used for the Hold Person-esque potion, all the ingredients they used are same as the material kind of components, but as well as that, you see this kind of crystal dust, and it's kind of pinkish in hue, and when you're looking at it you sort of think, that's maybe interesting. It's definitely potent, and it's definitely something quite powerful. Maybe you could use it. Maybe it would be quite good in some kind of potion.
You do need gem dust.
I do, yeah. I will take that pinkish crystal dust. I'll just put it in my
Mix it
satchel.
dust.
now.
When you hold it,
Yep.
feels like it's innately magic.
Nice.
like investigate it further and see if I can kind of divine anything about it.
Can you roll?
Hmm.
I mean, you've got alchemist tools in front of you, and I'm pretty sure you're proficient. So if you just roll
I can create them as well.
a intelligence check with alchemist tools. So if you've got proficiency, add your proficiency.
I am proficient.
Cool. So int check
And-
with proficiency.
So it was unnatural 20, so 22.
Nice.
Okay.
Plus
So
4
you-
intelligence, man. Feels good.
This crystallized dust, you can get, I don't know, maybe barely a few grams worth, but that's all you need. This
Mhm.
seemingly is one of the missing pieces of your puzzle for the memory potion.
Yeah.
This is a key ingredient. This is what makes it potent. This is the kind of thing that takes what would be a difficult spell and makes it easy.
Nice. That's-
Shit, I have almost everything I need then. I just need the memory thing. And I've got
Yeah.
everything I need for the potion.
Yeah.
You've got enough here for probably that potion and maybe either one other.
Yep.
Or you've got enough there to attempt to synthesize more.
Ooh.
You
I
would
would
definitely
try
want.
to emphasize more, yeah. So I've got, okay, so that's fine. I'll put that in my satchel for now. I'm going to swipe like all the alchemy stuff and take it back to the ship.
Definitely. Put it all in your
Yeah,
bag
I'm
hold.
going to set it all up in the morgue.
You have no problem with
Just
like
opens,
setting it
just
down,
opens a
not
bag and
smashing
just
it.
goes like.
He's literally, just sweet like everything in.
Yeah.
Christmas rumble.
I will say one thing with like your experience as an alchemist, you've had situations where you've used some potions to like grow crystal effects or crystalline things. You know you can probably synthesize it, but it may be very difficult. It would probably take the whole amount to figure out if you synthesize it, and if you fail, you will need to find more.
Pressure, boy.
Well, you'll want to. I would imagine you'd want to at least make one potion to make sure it works.
What I'm planning is I mean, I'll definitely wait until I get my lucky points back, so I can use them to make sure I get a good roll.
Yeah.
Before I even
That
attempt
was a
anything.
worthy roll, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another good reason to take lucky with this character for when
Yeah.
I'm working on. You know, give myself the final push. I mean, I've got a really good intelligence modifier. I've got +6 with proficiency.
Nice.
So
Could I
Yep.
get a perception check for the owl, please?
Perception for the owl. Perception for the... Brought the owl. Perception has advantage on perception checks involving hearing and sight. That's a better roll. It's an unnatural 20.
She pops into existence suddenly.
Where?
Very, very further south. But she's popped into existence seemingly for a reason. There is a patrol of fleet officers
Told you.
in the southern side. Well, not the southern side, but south of here in the forest. Not sure what they're doing trolling so far out into the forest. But she not only pops into existence, she suddenly transforms into a beautiful woman.
Oh shit!
And
Right,
she goes
boys, we're
over
going
to
north.
she goes over to those fleet officers, and from the owl's distance, can't make out what they're saying exactly, but seemingly she looks distressed, pointing back north, and they're all grabbing their weapons, but they send one of the patrol, because there's 6 of them, where am I? East.
Okay.
Boys heading north.
Reinforcements.
The hags found some fleet man, and
I told you.
She has worked her charm, and they might be coming toward us soon.
See, people need to listen to me more, man. This is exactly what I was saying. Right.
Got to be a more forceful voice, Gruzeel.
I-
You want people to
You're
listen.
captain. Why? If you're the captain, we should listen to you. But if we don't listen to you, then you can't be captain.
Well, you'd think he'd listen to me because I'm the captain. Anyway, that's not important right now.
We're pirates, man.
Let's get Elena. Let's get Elena, let's get Tim, and let's get out of here.
That is the best, like, excuse time I've ever heard of. We're pirates, man. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
For the owl, you notice that the patrol is now leaving the woman and speedily running towards your location.
I don't think we got time for Bjorn.
The
It was already
owl, the owl will follow the hag still.
Okay, the hag begins walking off, continues going south.
Look, well, either we go back to Bjorn or we go try and circle around the fleet coming for us and we try and chase down the hag.
We're gonna, if the fleet on our tail, we'll have to get out back to the ship. Bjorn's gonna keep running off. There's not a lot we can do about it.
He can take over.
Come
himself.
back, he'll come back for his supper soon enough.
Exactly.
If I can interject, I could maybe catch up with him, but it's probably going to cost me something that means I am not going to be able to carry down just more than myself down that rope.
I think with him missing, I'm gonna need your help to bring the wounded.
Alright?
I'll
Well, I'm a very good trekker, so I could find him later, but doesn't mean that those fleet officers won't find him first.
if Bjorn's gonna start running off, then that's his problem. We are not in a state to fight fleet, nor go traipsing around finding Bjorn. We just about got through this. I'm not gonna put everyone in risk again. Let's get Elena, let's get Tim, and let's get back to the ship before we are inundated with fleet.
If it helps, Gruzeel, she'll produce the potion of healing. We could use this on our dearly departed Tim,
Can
if
he?
you so wish.
Wow, that probably,
Unless you want to save it for a rainy day.
it might be more useful because I reckon it's gonna take two of us to move Elena. At least if Tim can move by himself, that could prove more useful. So be it. Elizora, you tend to Tim, me and Slayer will sort out Elena.
I'll drip it down his gullet.
Okay. So you drip it down his gullet. Could you roll the 2d4, please?
Miraculous.
So
4.
much for Tim
Plus
being
2.
unconscious the entire time.
Yeah,
Fine.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much healing was that?
Was it 4 plus 2, right?
Yeah, okay, so...
6. 6
Plus-
healing.
Plus 10, isn't it? Is it plus 4?
2d4
No,
plus 2.
it's only +4.
Oh,
It's a common potion. Okay, well, he'll be aware of that. Okay, so... Tim wakes up. Oh! Terrible witches!
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We must leave this place!
That's the plan.
Oh yeah, boy. Up you get. Come on, let's go.
Cursed magics, foul magics! Until...
Tim, focus. We're getting back to the ship. Dust yourself off. Let's go.
Yes, Captain!
Slayer, with me. And I'll grab the one side of Elena and sort of wait for Slayer to grab the other heart side.
Okay, Slayer will sort of launch to the other side. He'll when he lifts her up, he just goes, you know, I could probably deal with, sort out her problem, but we'd have to wait here just a little bit longer.
We don't have time for that. Do it on the ship.
All right, fair enough. And he sort of wakes her up. Can you roll a strength check
Yes.
for me? This isn't so much to check whether you can lift her. to check how long you can lift her for. You can have advantage actually because
Doesn't matter.
Slayer's giving you the help action.
Don't need it.
Don't need it.
No, nat 20.
Oh, mother. Yep, cool. So, Gruzeel, you're like, to the point where you think for a minute you could probably do this without Slayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys head back towards the ship.
Yeah.
What is your pace? What is your marching order? Because obviously, as you're carrying her, your speed is halved with Slayers.
Yeah.
I'll probably be covering the back.
Yeah, we probably would try. We'll probably try and be in the middle.
While we're on this map, can you guys just order yourself sort of on the upper side of the map, just what your order plan is?
Yeah. So.
Me and Alarias in the back.
Yeah.
So Slayer will be
There, and I would imagine then Tim and Umbra in the front.
No, Umbra will be in the middle.
We're all gonna be in the middle of the back. That doesn't
There's
work.
no such thing as the middle. If there's no fucking middle.
Umbra will be behind Slayer, for sure.
Right. And then I guess Tim's in front.
I can lead the way, Captain!
That's great. Good, Tim. Thank you.
Tim casts light on himself and begins leading the way.
Arthur,
Excellent.
I'm going to prepare a reaction if the fleet find us. Umbra will turn into a woman.
Umbra will turn into a woman.
Yeah. I think that had a good idea.
Always was.
Any particular kind of woman? Like,
Just the most...
10 out of 10.
I'm thinking either like young girl or attractive woman, which is the least threatening.
Well, either you would have seen in your in your life before the current situation. So
I turn into something like a young girl. Like, can I shrink?
I think you.
Okay.
Can, I think you can stay the same. Hang on.
well, it's a changeling, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
different to. It's different to like something else. Change your race. Oh, you can change your height. Yeah. Change your race, height,
Okay.
weight, face, voice, skin, hair, sex, everything. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So I'll go for like small girl, like 10 years
Okay.
old.
When so from your
But
memory of
but you
like,
can't change your clothing. So your clothing would look. a
your
bit
clothing will stay the
It's
same.
like you guys made me wear this or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, but can you move with like a robe, like long?
It will
Yeah,
it will
I'll be
hinder
stuck
your
checking up.
movement, but I would say because of the type of robe you have, even though it's like stark white, because of the little girl's size, it would probably shrink down to the point where it looks like you're too poor to afford clothes. And you probably just grabbed a bunch of rags and have covered like white rags from somewhere or a white bedsheet and basically wrapped yourself up in it and made sleeves.
I'll do it now. I'm just gonna do it now.
What about the mask?
I'll keep
Yeah,
the
the
mask.
mask will still be on.
Yeah, I'll keep the mask on. I'll just blame you guys. I'll just be like, they were making me
Wow.
do this. They're weird. But yeah, I'll do it now actually because I don't want to risk them seeing me transform and then not believing it. So I'm just gonna transform straight away.
Okay. I'm gonna say because as with the robe size, you'll be at half speed
Okay,
essentially.
because we
but-
effectively all have to move half speed, don't we? to-
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to move at half speed. Well, Slayer and Gruzeel have to move at half speed anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
This little girl you remember from since you've gained your memories back. You remember her from the slums. Okay. She is dirty. She has white ragged hair. She is young. She looks. You've used her look before to get sympathy. It's copable.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. And to all of you, Umbra turns into a little girl.
Totally not creepy.
This is the best way to ensure my safety.
You may want to like.
Oh,
You
it's
want to change your voice?
Yeah, you might want to.
When the time is right.
I think we should do some practice
It's
runs
rich.
here, Umbra, you know, just...
It's really unsettling.
When
You know,
the
you know,
time
in those,
is right.
you know, in those theater plays, they have the little guy with the really deep voice.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna change his voice to
Not
right at the end.
Dear me.
He likes his voice.
Wow.
What would you like to be known as, little girl?
Elenia.
Elenia.
Wait, what was the girl's real name from the slums? Do I remember? Is it someone I knew?
You've used her image, but you probably didn't know her personally. You just got enough detail to get her voice and her actions and that kind of thing.
Probably,
But she was, you know, she was from the slums. She may not have had a name.
Oh,
she probably begged Umbra for money at some point.
Or
Or donations.
Oh no, Umbra asked her for donations.
yeah. And she cooperated.
Cooperated.
She's definitely dead.
Probably. Can't risk two of you being seen. So.
Wow.
So instead, my reaction will be I'll just look timid and scared if the fleet come.
Okay. Timid and scared if the
Yeah.
fleet come. So you're all at half pace. Are you dashing at half pace? You trying to be stealthy so you can't be seen? What's the game plan?
We'll be.
Tim cast light on him. He's
well,
gonna
this
be
is-
stealthy.
Well,
Tim doesn't know that the fleet are
Yeah.
coming.
well,
He just knows we have to get out of
we've
it.
told him. Did we not tell him?
There's fleet coming.
No, you said we just need to get out of it.
Tim, there's fleet coming. There you go. The light thing might not be like the best
The
idea.
light goes. The light drops.
Right, Elizora, use your owl thing. Owl, I guess. Let us know when
Rat.
when they're close.
Old rat. My owl, the rat is looking for the hag.
Ah. Well, my plan was to rush while they're far away. As they get closer, try to go by unnoticed.
The owl's too far away from me to give that kind of command.
I would say the badger can't communicate. I guess we're just gonna have to.
Send the badger to attack them and slow them down.
Goodbye, my little friend.
Yeah, okay. I'll instruct the badger. I don't know how much of this is really going to understand. If they get close enough to us to see us, I want him to bite one of them in the ankle, and then hopefully the screams will be a signal to us to sneak.
So, are you sending the badger to go find them, or are you
Yeah, so
keeping the
obviously
badger with you? And
South,
then when
it's that way. Go that way. You'll see some people in armor and weaponry and shit heading towards
roll
the
an
hut.
intelligence check.
Me?
No, I'm rolling
Oh.
an intelligence
Oh, I
check
see.
for the badger.
I don't even know what this thing for a badger is. Probably not very much.
I don't think it's very.
minus four.
No.
-4.
Minus
God.
4.
So,
So-
how far are we from the ship? What's the distance?
Was it like
How many
a-
miles?
We climbed up like a cliff or something, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you had to climb up a cliff.
I thought it was an
and
hour,
then
but
You God, I can't remember. I think it was half an hour. Let me look at the other map.
So I'm tempted to kind of use alarm as a tripwire.
but that doesn't
a
that
mile-
doesn't follow us though, does it?
No, it's
Must be
it's
in a
quite
mile.
far.
You know what you
Okay.
should have. You know
Hang
what you could have
I'd,
done.
I'd say you probably at your pace, if you're not dashing, it will take you maybe an
How-
extra hour.
Yeah. How far do you need to be within the range of the alarm for it?
It's a mile.
Because what you could have done was put the alarm on the hut. So when they get to the hut, we'll know that they're that. Because that's what they're going to go straight for.
Yeah, but we could be further than a mile at that point.
Maybe.
I
That's
think
also
if,
good.
if you're not running, then you probably, based on when the owl told you about them, and based on them trying to now run up to where you were,
How do you think it's best?
I'd say you won't quite get to a mile. You'll probably hear it
Mm.
for
Well, it's going to take you a minute to
if
cast
they're
it.
running straight there.
I think we should just run because they're going to
Yeah.
go for the hut, like you said. They might check out the hut a bit, and then they're not going to know which direction we ran off in.
Mhm.
Won't they?
Well, we should
they
have
could
kind of
look
like.
around, but again, that'll take time. They might find Bjorn's footsteps first and go after him. Like I reckon we just leg it. See what
They'll
happens.
probably track us via our footsteps.
They might hear Bjorn
Yeah, they'll-
roaring somewhere.
Well, they'll see our footsteps before they'll see Bjorn's.
Is there any way to
Well, no, it
mask
depends
our
which way around they
footsteps?
go, right? Because where are they coming from? They're coming from
They're coming from basically the left side of the map.
so here.
Yeah.
So then if they walk around this way, around the hut, then they'll see Bjorn's footsteps first. If they walk this way, they'll see our footsteps. So
I suppose
I
we
think
could
I'd
actually,
either way.
with
I think we should
Gruzeel's,
mask 'em.
with Gruzeel's knowledge of tracking, he could instruct Alarias and Elizora to use their like mage hands or something to disturb the earth so their footsteps are covered.
Or you could put like
Because
leaves
it's
or something or
Well,
bushes in the way. Or
the thing is they could just
mask
probably,
it.
but if you've got just get your basically what I'm thinking about is getting your hand and just kind of like rubbing the, just using a mage hand while you're moving because we're only going at half speed anyway.
Oh yeah, because hand brushed disturbed earth says no tracks at all.
Well, better than footsteps, surely.
True, but
I
I
reckon-
will
I
just
reckon we
say
just-
from your experience as a tracker, something hiding its tracks is
Is-
still tracks. In
Just
a
like
lot
it,
of
man.
cases.
Send the badger to attack them, slow them
Alright,
down, and then just.
So can I? Well, I'm going to do that anyway. But is there anything? Okay, basing on his tracker knowledge, then anything I could suggest?
Roll survival,
Okay.
because this is a how do I survive when something's tracking me?
You know what? I reckon I'm going to roll nat ones for the rest of the evening.
What was that? Nat 20?
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely make you roll for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfectly in your mind, everything your father taught you, everything you know about tracking, you go, the best way for an animal to hide its tracks is basically to create a mess of tracks. Something that's going to confuse their direction, something that's going to make them think they're going somewhere else, or have something that can distract them in some way. Most of the time, when it comes to hiding tracks, either you need full coverage or perfect, and I'm talking perfect, placing the land at undisturbed, or you need to be able to hide your tracks within something else's tracks. Like, for example, when you would have been hunting, you might have followed a deer or a stag by taking the same tracks that the deer or stag did, trying to mask your footprints with its footprints, and similar sort of stuff.
Right. So how would we do that here?
But
you
if
could
you
use a branch.
another option for you is to make a multitude of tracks in multiple different directions and hope that that spreads them out and confuses them long enough for you to get ahead.
But then, yeah.
That would essentially take either your party splitting up or someone being able to duplicate themselves in some way.
Yeah.
Let's just book it to the ship.
Yeah.
We should run.
Because
Yeah,
I
think that's
I
how
was thinking like maybe the badger to just make loads of tracks, but I don't think that's just you're gonna have loads of badger feet and then people feet.
Like I said, 50-50, they go around the other way and see Bjorn's footsteps
Yeah.
first and go off that way.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing, as you got on Nat 20 as well, is like for most prey, it's either that or their best chance against their hunter is to face the encounter essentially head on and either beat or escape.
Yeah.
Nope, Umbra has 1 HP.
We just yeah, exactly, and I've not any better. I mean, we'd have to just hope that they're not great trackers, but because they're just soldiers or guards.
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
telling you, man, running is the best solution at this point. If we make it back to the ship, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. We got 2 magical people on the back.
Well, the cliff's gonna slow us down, so.
Yeah. Because I think his Slayer would have been great for this, because he could have turned into like a werewolf or something, and just ran around the area. But I need his help because Bjorn fucked off. So I need his help to carry Elena.
I'm gonna create bonfire on the hut. To catch
Okay.
that on fire.
Right, so
So
it
I
is
can maintain the concentration. And just
it is
burn the hell out of it.
mainly a stone building.
It'll get hot enough to eventually. It's enough. I mean, after a minute being on fire.
There's enough stuff inside to catch light and essentially burn most of the building, probably most of the roof.
Mm.
I'm gonna say yeah. So yeah, you create bonfire. Can you roll the initial damage for me, please?
D8. 6.
6. Okay, so fairly high. So I'd say it's a burning hot kind of bonfire, and you see it light up, and it doesn't take that much effort to light up, and you see that the roof is essentially on fire, and you see fire peering out from the windows. You've essentially created a massive beacon for the hut.
You know, we focus on that. Let's go.
Why not? I'll still tell the badger to do his thing. Might as well, because he can't come with us anyway.
Okay, so he's gonna go. I mean, I've rolled his intelligence check, and yeah, I know what he's gonna think he's got to do.
Okay. That's fine. Alright. So then, yeah, and then we're just going to try and dash back. Half speed dash, I guess.
Okay, so half speed dash, so basically normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna do a couple checks.
You're an idiot.
Who?
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn.
Bjorn. Are you assuming that you're just running north and screaming, right?
Yeah.
After a good while, you definitely cannot find her, and you've tracked stuff before. You're a man of the wild. You've had to hunt your own food before, so you know when it's a lost cause.
Okay.
And I'd say after a good long while, you do eventually realise it's a lost cause. She's either did not go this way, or she is just way too fucking fast.
You want to be like huff and be like, back to the hut, and then I'll pick a new direction. And he's gonna turn and run back.
Could you imagine if it's south? Are you going to roll for it again?
Do I know which way I come from, right? Otherwise, I'm just gonna roll again.
Oh,
Roll
you mean
again.
what roll where we came from? You mean? Or
Bjorn
what?
is thinking go back to the hut, and then go somewhere else from there.
Right.
My question is, how good is Bjorn's sense of direction?
I mean, he's not Zorro.
He's not Zara.
He's not there.
It's not Zorro.
I
Like-
can just roll. I'm not sure, to be honest.
He's not shown a complete ineptitude of direction.
No,
so
I
far.
don't think he's inept. My question is, how much would he veer off the hut's path?
He could have veered, yeah, because he would have kind of just been like running around. You know, you might see like a weird looking tree. He might run off at an angle. After that, might be something the way.
Your method of searching was not. I'm going
No, it
to go
wasn't like
directly
methodical.
straight in this direction.
No, it was just like run generally. So it's like
Yeah.
general north rather than like straight line north.
To be fair, if the hut's on fire.
Oh no, he'll find the hut.
Oh, I see.
My question is how much he veers off and what time that takes him.
Oh, I see. Got you.
And my other question is, did he veer off enough one way to either find you lot, or did he veer off enough another way to do that? So can I have a just intelligence roll, please?
-1.
Mm.
I'm gonna do it on here so we see what it is. Not bad. 10. Could be worse.
10? Okay. So you get the general direction of south again. As you get closer, the hut's on fire. What's happened to your friends? You have no idea what's happened to the hut. The hut is just a burning hot flame. And I'm not sure how Bjorn takes the fire.
He does not like fire, so he is not
Well,
gonna go.
It
Close
is
to the hut.
it is very much aflame and bright and warm, and you can feel the heat from a good distance. Can I also have a perception check from Bjorn?
Perception is it wisdom?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna do all the Bjorn rolls here, because anyway I have to use digital thing. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
It's so bright. You're just like,
so badly.
I can't see anything else than this flame. It's too much. It's too much for me to see.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Alright, this is what Bjorn's gonna do. So I'm coming from this direction, right? To the right.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna go this way, which is south, right?
Yep.
So he's not gonna go south because he doesn't like the fire.
Yep.
He doesn't know which way the others have gone. So
Yep.
I'm either gonna go up or down. So
Mhm.
even is up, and down
Odds is down.
is odds. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, you got even.
Even. Okay.
You're
You're going up.
nuts.
We'll go up.
You're going up. That's lucky.
That's lucky.
Okay, and assumedly you're dashing that way, yeah?
Yeah, he'll dash. Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to be a bit behind everyone else.
Yeah. But I'm moving.
You're
Are
moving
they
twice as
dash-
fast. You're moving
I'm
twice
moving
as fast as
twice
us, so.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
So he'll just start running along.
Bjorn,
Still keep an eye out for the hag. just like a
what
rough
is
look
your proficiency modifier? No, it's not your proficiency modifier. What is your wisdom modifier?
It's nothing. +0.
Cool.
Whenever a DM asks what is your, that's never a good, and then stays silent. It's never a good thing.
Oh, like,
I haven't even rolled or anything for Bjorn yet. Like, if Umbra dies, then Bjorn will be. Well, it's assuming Bjorn is alive.
Yes.
Umbra dies.
Alive. Yes. Definitely. Alive.
Alive and not with us.
Bjorn's a pretty useful man.
And he's still trapped in one of the harlot cages, so.
Mm.
Yeah, Umbra. I'm planning on getting Umbra to do surgery if we all make it back to the ship.
Okay. Amazing. Right. Can you all, apart from Bjorn, roll a perception check for me with disadvantage for those who are not dark visioned,
I believe I'm not. Okay.
vision enthusiastic?
Does my girl have dark? Oh no, I don't get dark vision.
No.
Do I, if I morph? Okay.
No, you turned into a human girl as well anyway.
Oh, okay.
That's 9.
Well, assumedly.
Oh, great.
The way you described her, she was human.
Like, whoever,
I think
whoever was...
they're balancing out now. 6.
yeah, same.
2 plus 4.
Yeah.
My first roll was unnatural 20, and my second roll was 7.
Oh, buddy.
15.
15. And your owl's, just checking, your owl is still looking for the hag, it's not looking at you guys, is it?
Following the hag.
Okay. Right. After a while of running at the fastest pace you can, you begin to see the edge of the cliff. Water on the horizon, trees beginning to sparse out. You turn behind you for a minute, hearing panting and running.
Oh no.
You see Bjorn.
Okay.
Just behind Bjorn
Oh, fuck's sake.
is a patrol of fleet officers brandishing scimitars
First coincidence.
and a few with crossbows.
How many?
Right. Oh, sorry. A few with crossbows in hand. There is 5 of them in total.
5.
And this is just a wonderful situation for me. Can you all roll initiative, please?
They're that close.
They are that close. They're
Oh, jeez.
Wait, they're gonna straight up attack us without asking anything.
We got Usain
Pleasure.
Bolt over here. Jesus Christ.
so.
So I'm going to trigger my reaction, which is to look scared and timid. As if
To
you know, I'm surrounded
To
by my
be
evil
clear on exactly how this just went down, Bjorn went to a massive fire, stared up at it, did not see the patrol of fleet officers also inspecting the fire,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
ran after you with the fleet officers in tow.
Holy
So if
shit.
I had rolled odd, it actually would have been better for
Yeah.
everyone, because he would have run the other way.
You would have saved us.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Hey,
it
man,
must
I
have.
Next
left,
sentence.
I left it up to the dice, man.
God damn.
gosh, shit.
I rolled it separately for Bjorn and Umbra, but do they go on Umbra's turn?
Oh, I rolled a 10 for initiative.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
I'm just gonna actually everybody roll your initiatives and have a little think about what you're going to do on the first turn. I just need to quickly.
You know what I'm very tempted to do, which is just to be like, oh my god, you've come to save me. I've been kidnapped.
I'm just gonna misty step into a bush. See you later.
The cliff is 100 feet high. Could we jump off
Not with us.
and like, dive into the water?
I don't know if it's just straight into
The only
beach.
the only problem, I think it's straight into the water because it was a cliff. The only issue is sustaining damage.
Still
And
people can jump from 100. Wait, how's that in meters?
it's still quite
You're
high.
thinking like tombstoning.
30 meters. They've got that as swimming pools almost. We could definitely dive 30 meters.
That's a 20 meter. That's a 20 meter.
I mean,
But the thing,
it
but
won't go
the thing is though, even when we get in,
I've done 30 meters.
the only
Yeah, I've done
the only thing is after we get in, we're gonna have to get into the boat, and they've got crossbows.
Yeah,
100
that's
meters.
further
It's
away.
hard to shoot when someone's if they're underwater.
I mean, what's
Let's
the
go to
range?
what?
What's the range on a crossbow?
It can reach 100 feet, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I mean, I think it's.
It's disadvantage range though.
Is
what-
it
I'm assuming it's a light crossbow, which is 80 feet.
crossbow?
Efficient,
Yeah.
effective
Why
range.
can't I see it? Heavy crossbow.
303 disadvantage. I'd assume it's a light crossbow if they're guards.
You reckon?
What if
well-
they're running with it as well?
Light crossbow, 80 to
Not many
yeah. So they'd have
people have
disadvantage.
heavy.
They'd have disadvantage, assuming that
And assuming they're human, it's dark.
yeah.
Yep, that is also true.
So as long as it's not a heavy
I-
crossbow, but they wouldn't be able to run with a heavy crossbow, surely,
Nah.
because
I think you should dive into the water, or we should dive into the water.
that might be our best bet. To be fair.
Can we ask how far we are away from the cliff after?
You're muted.
The cliff's in sight,
Okay.
but it's probably 120 feet away.
That's fine. Two
It's like
dashes.
it's
Jump off.
in the distance. You could make it in a couple rounds if you're not slowed down.
Or we could tell them the truth that they're hags. See if they believe us.
No, they won't. But there's no way.
Long shot.
One that might recognise Gruzeel.
What I'm gonna do to make
Oh,
my
shit.
life a bit easier is I'm gonna expand the map slightly. Put you in a little chase. Come on.
Not sure I'd like to kill
Slay.
Fleet right now. Okay.
Is there?
Can't fight at all. He's got 1 HP.
What we need is something, a barrier between us and them. Does anyone have like? I suppose they won't do like wall of fire or anything that. Because the only thing I can think of is setting the ground on
Level
fire.
4, man.
I know. I'm just thinking anything that we could do to maybe
Got
like.
Scorching Ray.
Because if we could set the floor on fire in front of them, that might buy us some time.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could do that with 3.
Because the thing is, if
rays
they're
of fire.
dashing to us, and we're 120 feet away, we're only basically moving our base speed. That's 4 turns. They'll
Actually, bonfire.
they'll dash to us in 4 turns, no problems.
Bjorn
I'll
might.
do bonfire again
Bjorn
behind
could
it.
make a stand.
I mean, that's down to Bjorn, man.
That's
But
suicide.
I don't think Bjorn knows that he's been chased.
He has absolutely no idea
Okay.
that he's
so
currently being chased. He
Someone pointed
literally
out.
not a clue.
Well, we probably will do in like the first round of combat. So,
Yeah,
Um,
I'll wait and see what happens then.
but yeah, I think that's the best bet. I think is to set something on fire.
It's worth having Elena in with our group as well.
Let me just move her.
To be able to-
So she is still frozen, basically.
So I wonder if it's also
you're-
worth getting Slayer to transform and book it with her. Because I reckon if he transformed into a werewolf, he should be able to carry her no problem. Because he carried Umbra
Yeah.
up the cliff with no problem. So I reckon
You
he could.
can
pretty
safely
light, though.
assume he can.
And because then if we don't have to carry Elena, we can all dash, and then we'll outdash them if we jump.
I think we should jump.
That's about
So,
right.
but we're gonna have to dump. We
Something
can't
like
we
30
can't
feet
jump
or
unless we
so.
dump Elena. But the best way to do that is if Slayer transforms or does something to carry Elena by himself.
You could throw her off and then.
But we need to get there. That's the problem. We can't get to the cliff quick enough.
Yeah.
That's the issue. They'll catch up to us before we reach that cliff because we're moving at half speed.
So literally, you begin to hear the panting. You turn round. Bjorn's like 10, 20 feet away from you. You look back and over 30 feet away from you at the back, and probably nearly 50 feet away as like their portion to your portion, their front to your front, their back to your
Rear.
back. You know what I mean? It's probably about 50-ish feet away. Is this patrol of fleet officers? The two in the front, seemingly skinnier scouts handling light crossbows. One in the middle, seemingly familiar, branching a spear, and two at the back branching scimitars.
When you say
Is
familiar,
talking consideration in this at all?
They're gunning for you, like they're running towards you and about to lift up their crossbows at this point. Let me just
I
get
think
down
we
everyone's
could negotiate
initiative.
because I mean we know from your owl that from their perspective they would have met, this young
They're an
woman
attractive young woman.
who said something probably like, "Oh my god, these horrible people attacked me," and they were like, "Okay."
I mean, if we can persuade them that woman was lying somehow, but I don't know.
Well, we
man.
have Elena.
But the issue we've got is if they do recognise Gruzeel as a captain, they're not gonna take it.
Okay,
They never respected him as captain, did they?
can I quickly have
He polished
initiative?
his blue.
20 to 25?
Wait, is Umbra and Bjorn separate or together?
Same.
Together.
Okay.
15 to 20?
Oh dear.
Ooh, no one. Bad. 10 to 15?
12.
10.
Okay, I got a 12 for Elizora. I got a 10 for Gruzeel.
This doesn't sound good for us.
5 to 10?
Yeah, Umbra got 6.
I got 9.
I don't know who's
I'm
rolling.
not-
I don't know who's rolling for Tim. I guess.
I normally
Malthus.
I'll
roll
do
so
10.
well. Like,
Actually, who would like to take control of Tim? And Alarias, did you say you got 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who would like to take control of Tim? Obviously, I would recommend Haiss purely because he's already got access to the character sheet. Unless
Yes, I
someone
do.
else also already has access to the character sheet.
does anybody else? Otherwise, I can do it.
I've got it, but he's out cold anyway. But I can roll his initiative at least.
No, he woke up. Remember?
Oh yeah, of
Everybody's
course.
Running
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
front of-
I haven't got.
right here!
Oh, of course, yeah. I just can't control his HP.
No.
So I don't know
I
if
think I can do.
can you
everything on
control
him.
can you control his HP?
Let me have a look.
Because I can't do anything. Because to me he's on death saves.
I think I have magical DM powers.
Well, this is it. Yeah.
I believe you do. That's why I'm suggesting it.
have
Otherwise, I
healed
would
him.
just sort it out myself. But
How much HP is he on?
6.
0. Oh yeah.
Okay, he should be healed up to 6. Alright, I'll do Tim so I can control him.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so can Tim get an initiative score for Tim?
Can.
-2 on initiative.
Why does he have -2?
Which is the Tortle, so his dex is really
Got-
bad.
I got 2. Dude, I've been rolling well for like the last 4 years, and then just like the last month, I've just been rolling like shit.
Yeah. Excuses.
Because you're not using real dice. That's what it is.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, my dice are feeling neglect. I have got them up here, but it's just so easy on D&D Beyond because all the modifiers are set up.
Yeah.
No, maths are so hard. No.
I think Gruzeel's just gonna have to spend the first turn, saying the plan.
Okay.
I think either we go for diplomacy or we go for the jump off the cliff plan.
Okay, yeah.
basically.
I don't think
Okay.
diplomacy's gonna work in this situation. They're fleet, man. They're not gonna listen to us.
I mean, also we are pirates, so we actually want to deal with fleet.
Exactly.
Arthur said we recognise him, so
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon one of them will be the person they met Gruzeel in the town. I have a feeling, if not the guy.
Would I?
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a dude with a spear.
As they get behind you, Gruzeel, as you realise this is either going to be this is going to be a confrontation. You have to accept that. I don't know whether you drop a later or not, but you turn to see that is the guy who you cleaned his boot,
Fantastic.
holding the spear.
Great. So what he's gonna do in the first turn, because obviously his speech is fine. He's gonna do the following things in very quick one-word commands. like basically tell Bjorn they're behind him. Like Bjorn guards. He's gonna instruct Slayer to possibly transform and take Elena by himself.
Alrighty.
And then the rest of us, everybody, get to the cliff as far as you can and dive.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay.
These guys will not listen to us.
Need to check.
Because honestly, I don't see any. We're not going to be able to win in a fight against them. And if we do, unless those nat 20s, I don't really see diplomacy working when they know we're pirates.
No, it doesn't know you're.
We never said, but this fleet guy, as soon as he got into with Gruzeel, he would have probably checked him out and seen him on a poster somewhere.
Oh, they've got Google though.
But they've got the fleet. They got like fleet HQ. You know, they got like a fleet base here. There's no way they don't have a record there. And as we've already seen, Dragonborns are not that well known.
No, true.
So if there's a green Dragonborn, I can't imagine there's many green Dragonborns on the poster.
It's up to you guys. Yeah. I mean, I'm
Posters
right
aren't
at the bottom
coloured,
of the turn order anyway, so I can't do anything.
Posters aren't coloured.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's just got an arrow going. So
It's got a Dragonborn. It's either going to be me or that other scale cap or whatever it was. So, I think it's going to be pretty easy to know that's going to be Gruzeel.
Okay.
So I think just legging it is the best thing we've got. And if Slayer's got Elena, we should, in theory, be able to dash.
Essentially, at this point, from this realization, before they get to you, you all have 1 turn.
We'll take dash action.
So you managed to avoid surprise thanks to Bjorn, but because of Bjorn, you're having this encounter in the first place.
Well, yeah.
So take that as you will. You all have a chance to do one thing, one action, speaking, whatever it is, before combat starts.
And I'll probably try and instruct. Oh no, because they lose their action. Should I do? Probably should. It'll probably buy us more time than what you'll lose. Instruct Elizora and Alarias to lay down suppressing fire, burn their path, slow them down.
Okay.
To something to that, to slow them down. We'll let them because that's quicker, isn't it? So slow them down. You guys can translate that however you feel is appropriate to your skill set. Because you guys are at the back, so you're in the best position to do that. I mean, he'll say it to the 3 people behind him. It'll generally be Alarias and Elizora, but obviously Umbra is there as well if he feels the need to do anything.
I know what Umbra and Bjorn are going to do.
Yeah.
So, how far away are they from Bjorn? 30 feet.
Yeah, so the map is correct, basically, with when you notice where they are.
I'm going to spin round and shout at them. Are you servants of the hag?
Broke his little girl routine pretty quick.
No, that's Bjorn.
That's Bjorn.
Umbra is going to start crying.
Oh my
and
god.
Be like,
Go on, I'll pay it.
people are just like crying and just like, yeah, I don't know what they want. They killed my parents.
As a reaction, could I smack him upside the head and tell him to fucking stop it? Umbra, not now! Just smack him on the back of the head.
Oh, what? If you wanna, I will give you that, and you can also have your action before combat starts. I'll give you that one if you want to just.
That's what I'm just gonna do. Obviously, Umbra can do what he wants, but that's what Gruzeel's gonna do.
Who's next to me? I'm gonna grab Alarias' hand and like squeeze it really tight so he can't let go, and just be like, he's taking me with him.
I'm gonna smack his hand away.
I'm not gonna let go.
They're
hitting me.
That's a contested grapple check, I think.
What?
Oh, unbelievable.
Well, it is.
So it is.
In the event that they catch us and are about to kill the crew,
You're being left here.
Hey, he's got 1 HP, man. I can't fight at all.
Well, then just run.
No,
Yeah,
I'll run as well.
don't bring us
but-
down with you.
I'll run as well, but no, I'm not like holding Alarias in place. I just want it to look like.
All you should have
Alarias
done is
dragging me
transform to
along.
something that had bigger legs. That's what you should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, too late now. I mean, I don't think they'll kill a little girl.
Smaller legs.
You'd hope not, anyway.
Hope not. Okay. So let's do this in order. Gruzeel, what do you?
My
not Gruzeel.
action as Bjorn though would have been to run and attack them, if depending on what they say. Because it's 30
Okay.
feet away, right? So I can reach them.
So when you shout that, they say, or the leader says, "Oh, I don't know about no hag, but if you're the pirates we're looking for, then we got a problem."
Oh, it's no pirate! I am Bjorn Ironside, and that filthy woman has transformed me into a creature ill-befitting me. And he's gonna roar and charge.
Wow.
Excellent.
Oh crap. I might have to harm Bjorn.
Okay.
Oh, if he
Elizora.
dies, he dies.
I'll swing.
what's-
I guess I'll
Well,
use
you
my
could always
action.
if he's going to die anyway, so you might as well just burn that path behind him, or whatever
Well,
you're going
Bjorn's
to do.
gonna swing at this guy here. And reckless attack.
Might buy us
Because
time.
Bjorn only
Red?
reckless attacks. That is 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Let's see what kind of guards these are. Because if this is a normal guard, they might die in one hit. 13?
13 damage.
Yep.
Still going.
Okay.
Yeah.
How injured does he look?
But how injured does he look? Are you going to take the time to look at how injured he is?
I mean, you know, like, does his arm come off? Or is it just like a...
No, his arm hasn't come off. You've created quite the gash, but his arm hasn't come off. He looks definitely wounded. He's scrawnier than the others.
Cool. Fine. Yep, that's Bjorn's turn. I mean, I think he's just pretty happy that he's got something to hit. But he couldn't find the hag.
Okay, so that's Bjorn. Gruzeel, what did you want to do? You just giving commands?
Yeah, I'm giving commands, and then once I've passed Elena on to Slayer, we'll start to dash towards the cliff. Obviously, this all in theory happens all at the same time, so it's not like he's going, you know.
Alright, so Slayer knows that his fastest form is when he goes full wolf.
Mhm.
So you will have to get, or he will basically attempt to get Elizora on his back as he transforms.
Mhm.
Not as Elizora, Elena on his back as he transforms to then brick it and hope that she holds on or keeps on properly.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's not really much else we can. It's not, yeah.
We'll just see if. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll just do that. You can see that basically transforms, puts on his back, and you can see that on his turn he's going to bolt.
Cool. And then, yes, Gruzeel will just dash his 60 feet to the cliff. So it's what, 60 feet left? 120 feet, you said, so.
That's 60 feet left.
Cool. That's it. That's him.
Okay. Elizora, what did you want to do?
Is this a random combat or is
Just
this...
an act, just one your
We get an
action
action.
before combat starts, essentially.
Okay, I will.
Talking is obviously free, but then yeah, you get like a one thing you want to do.
I'll just blast the other guy. 120 feet is range. That's insane.
Blast.
Yeah, just blast.
Can't fault an Eldritch Blast.
You can't. You certainly cannot. It's an unnatural 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's a 7 damage.
7 damage. 7 damagios. Cool.
And then movement towards the.
It's like 90 feet.
So you got 90 feet left. Alarias, what are you doing?
Okay, so in order to kind of hold them back a bit, I was going to cast Scorching Ray to either take down a tree, block the passage, set a fire to the grass or bushes around them. Now that Bjorn's there, it's a bit tricky. Is he right up close with that first guard?
Well, he's a striking
He's
distance.
he's
isn't he?
melee range. He's close.
5 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to have to block like this whole bit behind Bjorn. So I've got
Not
3
like
rays.
fire, so he will not be going through that.
Oh, sorry, man.
That's right. I
He's gone.
think he was too hot-tempered.
Yeah, is there a tree with it around
Yeah,
this
so
area
you
that I
can
take
hit
down
that
and block it?
tree next to him, and then maybe aim for the grass and hope the grass scorches. It's been fairly dry recently, so
Yeah. I mean, I've got 3 rays, so that should be enough to take down the tree or set fire to the grass within that area.
yeah. Is there an attack roll with Scorching Ray, or does it just
Yeah,
happen?
range
Yeah,
spell
it's-
attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
range
do a
spell-
ranged spell attack for me.
it's for each ray.
Yeah, for each ray, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
I
that's
didn't, by the way, I didn't actually hear the end of the chaos. What happened to that grapple check with the little girl trying to hold Alarias' hand?
Like, he's not trying to like hold Alarias back. He just wants to hold his hand, so it looks like Alarias is dragging him along. So you know,
Okay.
if the fleet come,
But you're
I
in
can
front
say,
of Alarias. So that doesn't
Yeah, I'll
work.
just go back and be like, oh no, they've got me.
God.
So just in case they catch us, you know, I've got
Oh.
plausible. Oh, they were kidnapping me. I wasn't running along with them.
Brilliant.
Okay, if
Nightmare.
if that's the case, then yeah, fine. There's no problem casting that spell.
Cool. Alright, the first one's 14. Next one's over 20.
Cool.
And then the last one is 15.
You're essentially trying to go for a line here.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's just a
Basically.
kind of wall of fire. I mean, it's 2.
You're using Scorching Ray to create scorch fired marks. Can you tell me the damage of each of those?
Okay. First one's 8. Second one's 4.
Tree gets 8.
Four,
Middle of the grass gets 4.
third one's 4 as well.
Third one's 4 as well. You and your sparkly events. Okay, so the tree gets like set on fire really well, but for God's sake, what are you doing?
Oh
Nice.
my
Jesus,
god.
right. The tree like gets set on fire. The scorch marks in the grass catch, but there's not much for them to burn, so they kind of fizzle out a bit.
Okay. Not the best.
But you've scorched the ground. There's a small bit of fire there, but it's not enough to really hinder. But the tree itself will probably hinder them on the left. They'll have to go around it a lot more than they were planning to. Okay. What does Tim do? Ass.
He'd be like, oh, we must make it to the cliff, and he'll just keep running.
Oh, I love that. Oh man.
It's amazing that we all got his characterization just so well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's got no bonuses either, so he can't really.
Draw into my shell, but I don't think that would be helpful.
No, probably not right
No.
now. Okay, so you dashing, so that's 60 more feet. So 60 feet away from the cliff. Tim now is. Combat begins officially, and it is the guards first. Question is,
How screwed are we?
how screwed?
To be
are
fair,
you?
with Bjorn there, it might help somewhat, but yeah.
Well, I believe he's within 5 feet of both of them, so they get disadvantage now anyway.
And they all kind of have to go around him. Now with because that tree, I think they'd all have to go through him But you can only obviously take one attack of opportunity.
How dedicated are they to chasing these guys? Though, would they really run past the guy with an axe?
Depends if there's enough of them that got him covered. They might.
True, yeah. I guess it depends.
Like if the two scimitars, well, I won't give.
How bashed up is Bjorn himself?
He's got 20 HP left. I think.
Oh, wow.
So he's not doing
Bad?
so hot.
It's alright. I mean, he did
And
decide
he's
to
got,
drop.
like-
I mean,
and
it's
then-
more than
And
Umbra's
he's half
total
man,
health.
half
You know.
cage.
Yeah, he's got part of a
Yeah.
cage.
Didn't that
But,
up
I
your
mean, he's just going to keep
On his shoulder.
reckless attacking.
Didn't that up your AC? The cage.
I don't think so. Just getting
No?
disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Not to your knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, him.
So,
But I mean,
Um,
I'm just going to
Well,
reckless
if
attack.
wearing
to
armor, then it will
offset
hurt
it.
him.
If it's
mean-
it's directly on his bones, isn't it? So it probably hurts more than anything else.
I just
Yeah.
want to check. Alarias, your AC is definitely 13, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I just want to check I've got the correct AC. You did do fire, so go after the... Yeah, that's a hit.
Can't really afford for more people to go down.
I'll cast shield as a reaction.
As a reaction,
Yeah.
still a hit, buddy.
With motherfucker.
It's like
But that lasts the round though.
it's an unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is the damage I'm doing? That's it.
15 at the moment.
Yeah.
That's
20 health.
5 damage from one of the crossbow bolts.
Take it.
At least they're loading, so they can't hit you more than once. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Got a shield for the rest of the round, like Matt said. So
Well, yeah, exactly. That's handy as well.
The other one attacks Bjorn with its short sword. Pulls out. Awful. Awful roll. Completely misses. Swipes out. Terrified at this raging man before them. Gets out their scimitar. And they rush to attack Bjorn.
like a 4 voice, like, bring me the woman!
I can't believe how bad I'm rolling right now. That's not gonna hit Bjorn.
I really want Bjorn to just kill them all and cut 10 up at the
That'd
ship
be
later.
hilarious. That'd be so funny.
It's entirely possible.
I don't know what kind of NPCs they are. If they're guards, he's got a chance. But
Well,
I
you
mean, the
hit
other
one,
guy,
you hit one with 13, didn't you? So
What's
Yeah, so I-
Bjorn's
I did-
AC?
13.
Yeah, that's a hit. Okay, so, one of those. And that's 5 slashing damage to Bjorn.
If he was a player character, he'd have a good chance there. But
yeah,
obviously, as the NPC, my AC is really low.
yeah. If you
so
could
yeah,
actually
he's on-
rage, you'd actually have a lot of much more
Yeah,
fighting
then I'd have a good
chance.
chance, yeah, because it'd be like half damage and stuff. But...
This is going to be interesting.
Ooh.
So he's... the guy in the middle's got the spear. He... Mind the distance. Yeah. So he, with disadvantage, throws it
Shit.
at Elizora.
Wow.
No, not Elizora, sorry. He throws it at Alarias. The question is, will he hit the little girl
Well,
or Alarias?
I did hit one with the Eldritch Blast. So...
Yeah, but you ran as well, didn't you? Or did you not
Yeah,
run as well?
Yeah, so you're too far.
Yeah,
Little
I think we
girl.
all ran there, didn't we? We all ran there a little bit further. I'm 90
We ran
feet
a
away.
bit,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone.
Alaris moved 90, didn't he? Moved
Yeah,
30.
well,
so-
No,
all-
he cast a spell.
Yeah, but so did I. But we still got movement.
Oh yeah, as in, but they can't dash.
So,
Oh, so I'm
yeah,
30
so-
feet up.
So basically, we're all with
so
yeah,
me,
with
Alarias, and Umbra are all 90 feet away, and everyone else is all 120 feet.
from the
he
cliff.
took
Yeah.
160
took
feet away. Sorry.
a long way round to avoid being in close with Bjorn. And then he threw his spear, sorry,
Did he go
at
around
Elizora.
me? I didn't see. He didn't go within my range.
No, he didn't go over your
Oh, okay.
range.
Did
he went
he?
around you to avoid your range.
Isn't the tree on fire? Or I suppose he's. I suppose.
The other tree's on fire.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
not
right.
not the trees next to it.
Red line.
Oh, I thought it was that tree that was on fire.
All trees on fire.
Yeah.
Tree
Right, so
raised
that's a
In theory, he's got. Yeah, in
a
theory,
spear.
at least he's got disadvantage, I suppose.
It's a hit.
2060.
It's against me though. It's alright.
Mm.
No, it's against me.
No, it's me.
You changed
No,
it- you
sorry,
changed
I
it.
got that wrong
Oh,
because I
alright, fine.
thought you didn't run.
We're-
She did, but
we're all-
you both run.
Us three are the same distance away. It's everyone else is further.
Yeah, Umbra dashed, by the way, because I didn't use an action, other than just crying.
God, that's an awful roll. Luckily,
But then if
that-
you dashed, you
Oh,
can't be on the you can't be holding Elizora thingy's hand anymore because he didn't dash.
Yeah.
I'll just run and I'll claim confusion later if they ask me.
Okay.
So, Elizora, that's 4 damage as the spear slices past the back of your leg.
Oh shit.
And at the top of the round,
It's not.
Slayer sprints off with Elena.
Wait, did Umbra get another go?
Well, we're in turn order now.
Was that all the first round?
All of that was just like, you get an action, that's it.
Oh, it was still that action.
But then-
okay.
Yeah.
But Bjorn and Umbra didn't do anything in that round.
Yeah, they did.
Go on attack.
Bjorn
That was in the
went
fir-
and
that was in the
attacked.
that was in the first
That
round.
was in the initial round.
No, that was in the you get one action, that's it.
Okay.
All the guards basically were at the top of the round.
Right.
all
so
had
well,
like
right. So
Their
okay, I
initiatives were
got you.
way better than yours.
Oh, I got you.
The Slayers now sprinted off and dashing, and he gets like, what was it, like 80 foot? So he's now only 40 feet away from the rope
Nice.
cliff. So he's just like gone. To be honest, at this point, I don't think he's going to be involved in the fight. So I'm just, he's gone basically. Then it's Elizora.
How is Bjorn?
15 HP out of 67.
And he's got 4 dudes on him.
He's a good 15 out of 67.
Well, that's it anyway. I'll Eldritch Blast the dude that hit me. That out. And
On the
I'll
middle?
keep running. 18. 18 hit, I assume?
That's a hit.
7 damage.
7 damage.
And I'll run 30 more.
Okay, and you're gonna run a little more with your movement, 30 more feet.
I'm 60 feet away from the cliff.
Nice.
So now that he's without a spear, he brandishes his. Basically, he's brandished his scimitar out, and he is looking to run after you, basically.
I'll get close enough.
Gruzeel, so you'll go next.
Dash. Just straight
Dash,
up.
so that's another 6 feet. You,
Yeah, I'm
you
at the
get,
cliff,
you're
yeah.
on the edge of the cliff.
And I
basically.
can't do anything after that yet. Is the boat still there?
Yes, the ship is still there.
No, I meant the rowboat, because that's what we're gonna have to get
Oh,
to.
the rowboat.
Because that's what we're gonna need to do to get back to the ship, which in theory was
Yeah,
untied at the bottom of the rope. So
It was tied to the bottom of the rope. So, it's been a bit knocked about. The rope's now kind of at a weird angle.
Mhm.
Like it's been kind of pushed out and in and out by the waves eventually. But it's still close to shore.
cool. So yeah, he's gonna have
Okay.
to, he's gonna jump off and I suppose cut the rope. I guess make sure everyone get in.
And Alarias, what do you want to do?
I'll probably dash at this point. I've used all my slots, so that's 60 feet. Guessing can I reach the?
Okay, you've got 30 more feet to
30,
go.
aren't you?
Yeah, 220. Yep. But yeah, that would be my action.
Umbra and Bjorn. And then Tim.
Umbra will dash. Tim will dash. Bjorn will reckless attack. The guy I hit before.
So Tim will get to the cliff's edge. Umbra will be about 30 feet behind.
Yep.
And Bjorn, yeah, do reckless attack.
Who are you attacking? The same dude.
Oh wow, one of them was nat 20. Yeah,
Cool.
the same guy I hit before.
Nice.
You really want to do your nat 20 on the guy you hit before?
No choice about. Oh. Uh.
This is going to be, as you've got 4 guys on you, this is me being very giving.
Okay, I'll do the nat 20 on. I guess the leader kind of guy. Is he looking at me?
He's behind you. You'll have to move towards him and you'll get an
Oh,
opportunity
he's
to
the leader
attack
one.
you.
No,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
hit one of
the
the others then.
guy
So
in red maybe?
I will go for the guy in red. So I just double it, right? I don't roll twice. I forgot how we do
No,
it.
you rolled twice. We'll
I
be
did
doing
roll
that in Ascendant Lands, and we'll probably be doing that in Season 2, but for now I'm going to keep to the current rules we got.
Okay, so it's 12 plus a 10, so 22.
How do you want to do this?
I think Bjorn's just gonna two-hand just like slash diagonally across to kind of like diagonally separate the guy's torso from his lower half.
Nice.
Okay, in the distance you will see Bjorn ragingly fighting on with a fire next to him, glowing and glistening his muscles as they swing down and slice through this guy, tearing him apart. You see genuine fear come from the one dead ahead of him, while the other 2 seem to still have their resolve.
And he'll just
And-
shout. Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, and the main captain, not even flinching at anything he hears behind them, he is focused on all of you.
What a savage. Bjorn will just shout.
Bring me the woman or face the wrath of Ironside. She must pay for what she did to me.
Man, I don't know any woman, man.
There was a woman! An old woman! She was in the hut.
She had...
What are you talking about? She was a young, fine woman.
No, she was old. I will tear your head from its neck.
Ah. And Tim, what is it? What Tim was dashing
Tim
as
was
well.
dashing,
Okay, we're
yeah.
back. We're back up to the guards then. Okay, so you guys, you're that far ahead. Scout can't really do anything unless he disengages. He's probably just gonna. This one's also gonna take out his short sword and just attack you.
I fought 3 of them. Turns out they're real.
Okay, so one of them hits, one of them doesn't.
Okay.
Jesus, that was two damage,
He's
2 piercing
okay.
damage.
He's got 13 HP left. I can keep going.
You could. You know what? You know, if you roll well enough, you might take them all down.
What I mean,
It
what's
is-
helping
it
is the
is-
fact that I'm reckless attacking as well.
It is
so-
absolutely ridiculous how low the damage roll was for that. Just awful. Where were we? And then the guard, after seeing what you just did, is going to attack you with his scimitar. Oh my god, at 20.
Bjorn!
Poor Bjorn. I'm sorry, Bjorn. I know I'm smiling, but I genuinely am sorry.
I'm assuming this is permanent death for Bjorn, in which case I'll reveal his backstory if he dies.
You
'Cause I think it's quite
should.
funny.
You should really. Yeah. That's 8 damage.
He's still
all it
alive!
is.
He's still
That's all it
alive.
is.
God, he's got 5 HP left.
Oh man.
Tank man.
The other guy's like focused. This guy is dashing 60 feet.
The captain, he's a savage, man. I mean, I just slaughtered one of his men behind him and he's still just
Well, he
like,
doesn't know, does he? He's so focused on us. He
He's
probably doesn't. Even...
focused.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
question is, you did 30, so you guys are at 90, so he's going to be 30 away from you after dashing. Basically.
Cool.
Let's just keep this moderately sane.
We're 60 away from the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Gruzeel and Tim at 0, Alarias at 30, and Umbra and Elizora at 60, I believe.
No, I'm at 30.
Umbra is
No,
Umbra's
no.
30.
Umbra's
Elizora's
30,
Okay,
Elizora's at 60.
okay. And Slayer's
if
at like
he's-
something else. 40.
Dash at 60, so he's 30 feet away from you, Elizora, I think.
Okay.
He'll be
I'll
30
move- I'll
feet
move
away from you
myself.
specifically.
Like that, so at least the spacing looks relatively.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
Clean.
thanks. God, just distances. I don't know how long the map would have to be to put it in Roll20 for that.
Well, as long as we can do it in like blocks of 40, so or whatever. So you can kind of blocks of 30. So it means like that. Elizora is at 19.
So he has a
Like
dagger,
everything
but
is 30.
oh no, he can't because he just dashed. So he's not going to do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't have a weapon. Unless you could
He's
No,
got- he
so
bought- he's got a short
his
scimitar.
and he's got a dagger, but he threw his spear, so he's lost his spear.
So he's 30
Other-
feet away from me, right?
Yeah, he's 30 feet away from you.
Okay,
You're
good.
next, actually.
Sweet. I'm going to witch bolt him.
Nice.
So
Is there a scenario where
roll
we
it.
win this? If Bjorn kills another person, we'll only have 2 guards left. And if you kill this guy,
I have to roll spell attack on him.
Yeah, it's a spell attack. By the way, you see those at the cliff edge. You see in his wolf form, Slayer leap, transform into his hybrid form, curl around Elena, and cannonball into the water.
Badass.
Now, what did I say? It was about 100 feet up.
Yeah, 100 feet.
I can't do this with my own dice. I'm going to have to roll this. 100 feet up, so 9.
He's taking damage from the fall. Okay.
Well, he's not
But
doing
he's like a
anything
big-
finesse. He's...
Oh, that's
rocky
true.
wolf
Yeah, he's
guy, like,
cannonballing
if
us.
if we do like a nice dive, then it might mitigate that.
Can you maybe we all just die because we just jumped off the cliff?
If you do like a proper technical
Yeah,
dive,
yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
Pencil.
Yeah, if any of us can do
You
that.
pencil
But,
it.
yeah.
It's definitely going to be some athletics check to probably check that, but yeah.
I mean, as long as we get down, the uninjured people can tow the injured if anyone passes out. So.
Yeah. Well, it's not even passing out, considering it's what 1d6 per 10 feet. We could outright die if we take enough damage.
So it's because you're about 100 feet up. It's 9d6 damage.
It's the same though, because it's not like we're falling on the ground.
Yes, but when you hit water at a speed.
It hurts.
But depends on how you enter the water.
Yes,
because
yes.
if you
No.
enter it
Well,
right
so
way-
depending on how you do it, will mitigate damage,
Okay.
but you will take some damage,
Okay.
most likely. I think you are all intelligent enough to be aware of that chance. This is not the movies. The water will damage you in some way from such a high height. Because none of you are professional divers.
Yeah.
Well,
Unless we
I think it's a big assumption.
unless we just tried to climb.
Some of us have been around for a while.
I mean, it really depends now what happens in these rounds, because if Bjorn takes a fair chunk of them down and Elizora hurts this dude enough, potentially
If you-
we could
if you
fight
guys are
back.
What was the attack roll, by the way? Sorry.
So it was a 24,
Yeah. It.
assumed to hit, and then it's a 22 damage,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna grasp the deep to get a tentacle on him.
Nice. Is that
Because
bonus?
tentacle's in 60 feet, so it's in plenty of range.
How many times
And
can you do that a day?
4 times a long rest.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
This is
So
my
it's
second.
only your second time.
Nice.
I
If only that
So,
could grapple,
yeah,
man. If only that tentacle could grapple, that'd be so good.
think it'll make it too good.
It'd be probably yeah,
Um,
definitely.
But yeah, so magical spell attack, not 20, and D8, so 2d8.
Interestingly, as well, is it reduces the creature's speed by 10 feet as well when it hits them.
It
Very good.
Helpful.
does indeed. And then 2d8 lightning. Fuck it, let's do lightning. Always do lightning. And then that's 10. 10 lightning. 22 22 lightning from Witch Bolt, and then 10 lightning from the tentacle.
So you hit him and you see just this step slow down in this step, and he's gritting his teeth, and he looks out over to you, enraged, eyes flared with anger.
Wow.
Gruzeel, what are you doing? There are rocks below you. There is water further. In Slayer's wolf form, he hit the water, just to make you aware.
Is he fine? Is he okay?
He's in the water at the moment. It's been 6 seconds. You saw him leap, fall, splash into the water in a cannonball.
I guess as a captain, he'll wait until everyone else is down first, or at least on, okay. Because Elizora is like fighting at the moment. Bjorn is a lost cause, but he'll at least try to help visually people fight. I guess, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Basically, he won't descend. He won't jump, and he won't descend. Because especially if he's first, he doesn't want to be the first one down.
Okay.
He'll
Cool.
help people, I guess. Help as people go down.
So you plan on taking the help action for
Yeah.
people going down?
Yeah. Well, anyone. Yeah, that's all he can do.
Point is, don't hit that rock.
Well, ease them down. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
What-
don't
Depends
hit
if
that
they go down
rock.
the rope or not.
What does Alarias do?
So the rope's still there.
The rope's still there. The water has pulled the boat out a bit further, but the rope is still there.
Could just go straight down the rope. You just get rope burn, go down a bit faster.
Potentially, yeah. It'd be better than hitting
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah. Just slow yourself down as you reach the bottom. Yeah, it's gonna give you rope burn, but
So the plan is what, like zip wire it?
yeah. Obviously, I'm not zipped to the rope. I just have to rely on my hands. But I don't think
You are
range-
an
you have a
intelligent
dagger,
enough.
right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you are an intelligent
You
enough
need a
bloke
dagger
to
to-
have consider like a rag.
Yeah,
There
I
are
could try that.
dangers with a dagger, but if you're good enough with it, it's fine.
You got gloves.
What do you mean with the dagger?
Well, if you're using the sharp blade of a dagger and you accidentally angle it down, you are going to, at a certain speed, start cutting into that rope, weakening it. But if you're using something like a rag, it's probably slower because it's not a sheen surface, but you're less likely to do any damage to the rope.
Wait, dagger's got
Yeah.
a sheath in it.
Well, yeah, if you keep it on the sheath, then you'll be fine. Not all daggers have sheaths.
I'll probably use rags. I mean, I've got my cloak, so I could technically use that.
We could say Gruzeel offers that advice potentially
Yeah?
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I'll try that way. Using cloak to go down the rope.
I mean, for one thing, you're a bosun, so you're aware of like what damages a ship, what's good for a ship, how to repair things, how to not repair things.
Do I need to
Okay.
make a check?
Cool. So you're using your cloak or rags to go down the rope.
I use the cloak because it's a bit more solid.
Use your cloak. Could you roll an athletics check for me?
$11.
11. Now, it's a clever idea. I dig it.
Yeah.
So
But
you're gonna go down.
Da, da,
Now, the thing you are hoping for is that there is enough tension in the rope to not sag the minute your weight is put upon it. Now, as an elf, you don't have that much weight, so it's not really a problem. You kind of start sliding down, down, and down, and down, because the angle is down. You're going to go down. There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
As it gets near to the boat, you're not athletic enough to, try to slow yourself down or wrangle around, so you do take collision damage with the end of the boat. And that will be... That's going to be 6 damage.
okay, he survives.
6 bludgeoning damage. You just kind of slam into the boat as you come down. You just kind of crawl onto it afterwards.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's on his last legs, but he's good.
Nice.
But Gruzeel, you see this happen, and this seems to be a possible good method
Mhm.
of getting down. Umbra and Bjorn. Umbra, what are you doing in your little girl form?
So what did Dan do again? Sorry, I missed the first part of that. He kind of
Basically,
parachutes
Wrap
down.
a rag around
wrapped around the rope and zip lined down, essentially.
Oh, okay. What did you roll for that, Dan? Athletics.
Yeah, it was 11. So
I'm not very strong though, so it could
no,
go
I have
pretty bad.
-1 as well.
So important. I know we had a mild retcon because initially Umbra wasn't going to go. Did he still make the walking potion that increased speed by 10 feet? Or did he decide not to do that?
Yes, you did,
Yeah.
but I think Gruzeel has it.
Okay. No, it just means I can't do another 1 for free. I have to use a spell slot, which I don't have. Okay. What did you use, Alarias, to make like the thing?
I just used
Just
my
his,
cloak.
just his cloak, just sort of wrapped around and did that. You could use your clothes if you've got any spare rags. You could use a sheathed dagger without causing any harm to the rope.
Considering you're a little girl, you've got enough excess cloth, surely.
Yeah, I do have a lot of excess cloth that I'm not using.
Get one of your
Okay.
sleeves.
Yeah, I'll try and. I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna shout so they can hear, like, oh my god, they're gonna kill my parents if I don't go.
Shut up, Umbra! Just go down the rope.
Why don't you? Guys? And I'll.
What is
I'll do
your strength score, Umbra?
the -1? It's 9.
-1. When you transform, does it keep the same stats?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it's just. Yeah, I think so.
Let
Good
me.
illusion.
It's not an illusion. It's a
It's not
physical
an illusion,
transformation.
it's
but-
physical.
Changing-
I said it's a
yeah.
good illusion.
Changing race doesn't change your stats.
I think it's like a
race will
D&D
change
thing,
stats.
basically. Yeah. Like,
Okay.
but my
I'd be
stats is-
tempted to say, because you're an age of young, you would probably get a negative to your strength.
No, it
But-
does say here though that my weight, I can change my weight. So I
Okay.
can make myself a lot lighter, like a very skinny girl.
That would help.
Okay, it's fine. You were doing probably a skinny girl anyway to like get
Yeah.
sympathy.
And she was like a slum girl anyway, right? So she'd be pretty malnourished.
Yeah, she would have been very scrawny, malnourished. Okay. Roll athletics.
Do I get a bonus because I have less weight than I'm used to?
Is there any way I could like break his fall?
I will simply take into account the fact that you are much lighter.
I don't know if this makes any difference, but it does say you can't change your overall size, so you're still a medium creature. So I know you said child, but you're not
Yeah.
classed as small. For if
Small
that makes
creatures
a
like
difference to
rats
anything.
and stuff, I think.
No, that's
Ooh.
tiny. Small is
Oh.
like a halfling, so which
Yeah.
would be a child. So you'd be slightly bigger, I guess.
So you would be a taller, malnourished girl, but
Yeah.
you would still have
Like more like
Oh,
more
so not so
teen.
much exciting.
more teen,
Yeah,
more teenager.
a very skinny teenager. I'll just reduce my weight as much as possible then, basically.
Okay, athletics, go ahead.
12?
12. Okay.
It's on 1 HP.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can help him to like break the fall? He's just come-
The thing is,
Your turn's already been and gone.
and also you would just simply take damage if you did.
yeah.
As long as I'm on the boat, even if I'm unconscious, that's fine. As long as I make it
Yeah,
down.
Okay, so because of lightening your weight,
Yep.
you notice, Gruzeel, from your perspective, that Umbra's new form, it moves a lot slower. Now, the issue is this, that he stops too soon. And you're essentially dangling slightly above the rocks with the weight of Alarias in the boat, basically holding it and from moving. You've got about 10 feet of rope in front of you before you get to the boat.
Sorry, I got stuck halfway because I'm too light.
Oh, right, near the
Not
bottom, near the
halfway,
bottom,
but
near the
near the
bottom.
Oh, sorry, yeah, but because I'm too light.
But because you're too light, you got stuck.
Can I start morphing back to myself? I'll just add weight on.
Well, the problem is you've now sagged the rope down at the
Oh,
bottom,
okay,
so
okay.
you are just...
I suppose the question
Oh,
here,
it's
the
not
question
on the
here,
air.
do you transform as a bonus or as an action?
No, it's an action.
Yeah, because maybe not then.
Okay, so wait, hang on. I'm 10 feet away from the end, right?
You could just
I could
Climb
jump.
You could just.
You would, yeah, you'd get knocked out, but yeah, you could.
You know what's annoying is I actually have Featherfall, but I can't cast it. So I could have given all of us Featherfall if I had any slots. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just have to shimmy the rest of the way. I'll keep my weight as low as I can.
Okay, because your weight's quite low, I'm not going to make you make a check. Like you
Okay.
you can comfortably shimmy to the end using the rest of your movement.
Nice.
Bjorn, assumedly, is attacking.
Yep, reckless attack.
Go ahead.
I'll go for the guy who I injured before. No, not 20 is this time. Plus 5. 16.
16.
Yep.
On which one, sorry?
I'll go for the guy I hit before. Might as well finish him off.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll damage. That'll have actually. What's your plus on strength?
Oh, he's that low. Plus 3? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 3.
How do you want to do this?
Oh wow. Since they're not like telling Bjorn where the hag is, and he's pretty convinced they're like covering for her, can I just like put a hand on his head and like draw him close and just be like, "You should have told me where the woman was," and just squeeze.
Oh my god!
All makes sense when Bjorn dies. Why he's such a savage.
Wow.
Your fingers crush into the skull, and you feel the body suddenly go limp as the eyes roll back,
If that doesn't make them piss their pants, nothing's going to make them.
and the weight drops.
Wow.
Can you roll an intimidation check?
Oh.
Strength or
It's
charisma?
funny because I actually have -1
Still
for
charisma.
charisma.
Still
for
charisma.
Bjorn. So I'm gonna just roll it here, as I do with all the Bjorn big rolls, and see what happens.
Oh my god. Holy
no.
shit.
It's a dirty
This is not
one.
an actual nat one. So.
Yeah.
It's a dirty one.
Oh god, what is wrong with Bjorn's rolls, man? Like I just can't.
Okay,
It's the
they,
cage.
I could have had
okay.
18 if I'd rolled.
they
it.
look and they're enraged for their friend more than they're afraid of you. What does Tim do?
Where's Tim? Is he at the top of the cliff?
Yeah,
Tim-
he could. Surely,
Yeah.
because he's got a swim speed, can he just dive and be fine?
You have shelter in his shell, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking of jumping off and withdrawing into the shell midair.
If you want to do that, you can do that.
I could just.
So-
Just a
Tim-
squirrel.
Yeah.
So Tim will just shout, "Look out below!" and he'll just jump, and I'll use shell defense in midair.
Okay, what is his strength? I just need to know how long.
I
his-
get advantage on strength
He's got
saving throw.
plus.
Well, I mean-
He's got a +3 for his strength.
Yeah, but I do have
Okay.
advantage while I'm in the shell.
Okay, and can you read shell defense quickly?
I withdraw to the shell. I get +4 to AC. I get advantage to strength and constitution saving throws. I can't move,
Yeah.
and I can't take reactions. Obviously.
Basically become like a bullet.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Right.
But you can take
Roll
a.
a Constitution saving throw.
What the funny thing is, it's an action to do it, but there's a bonus action to get out. So you could literally like jump.
If
Action.
I land, I can just
You
come
can
out.
just come out and get. You know, obviously depending on what happens when you land. But yeah.
I got 14.
14.
Yep.
Okay. With advantage.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well.
Okay.
You try.
So how much HP is Tim on?
6.
6. Right. He goes down to 1,
Ooh.
but
Nice.
he is in the water and he is okay.
As a bonus, I'll pop out of the shell.
And then get in the thing. Cool. And we are back up to the top of the round. I'm just going to finish with the guard actions because there's a very possible chance that Bjorn's going to die. Oh yeah, they're both hits.
How much
Yeah,
HP does
5
Bjorn
HP.
got?
5.
5.
He could live.
I mean, if
Bjorn,
Ah.
the scout stabbed you with his short sword while the other guard slashes you with a scimitar. You fall, your eyes roll back. Do you have any last words?
More of a wistful, you know, I I died like this instead of, you know, what he really wanted. Which, shall I just say it now? What his
No,
backstory
no,
was?
no, no.
Okay.
I think what we should do instead, just say your last words, and then I'll do something.
Okay. Bjorn will just like sink to his knees and just be like,
Ugh. To die in such a miserable place, in this miserable form.
and then die,
Okay.
or whatever happens to him.
Now, I think Elizora is probably the only one still watching. So,
Yep.
Elizora, next time on Pirate Adventures, you will find out what happens to Bjorn's body.
Ah,
Hey.
We have,
nice.
You get a prize if you guess.
yeah, Haiss, no spoilering.
I won't say it. Yeah,
Turns
I'll wait
into a
till next
wolf.
time.
Werewolf.
Right, shall we end? We're going to get
Just 'cause he
there?
liked the
And
wolf.
yeah, and there
Alright.
we
3,
are
2,
good
1.
mates.